Jim is in Pittsburgh. Hi, Jim. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hey, honored to be on. Nice to talk with you and Chris.
You too, sir. How can we help?
So at the right around the end of last year, Dave, my wife and I finished paying $97,000 of debt.
Way to go.
And yeah, thank you. It took about 10 months. It was our intention to come down and do the screen, but life happens, coronavirus happens. So what we're looking at now, though, is we're looking at kind of what to do next. And about a year from now, we have the potential of having a down payment saved for about a $200,000 house. But I'm kind of really not interested in getting back into debt. And we're throwing around the idea of actually waiting 5 years, investing that money, and then maybe 5 or 6 years from now having the money to spend cash on perhaps a $300,000 house. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
How old are you?
28.
It's a great plan. I love the plan. I like the 100% down plan. And let me predict for you what will happen. It will happen 25% sooner than you think. You're going to get impatient, and you're going to save more aggressively, like when you were getting out of debt, because you're going to get a little bit of house fever along the way, and you're going to pile up some cash, and you're going to do it in 4 years instead of 6. But that's wonderful.
Great.
I think that, and also your income will usually come up during that period of time, too. And now that you have a solid, fixed goal, you're going to be 32, 33 years old and paying cash for a house. That's my prediction, because I've watched people do this a bunch over the last 30 years. And I think it's a wonderful plan. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
And you don't think there's any risk of having that money in some good performing mutual funds 5 or 6 years from now?
97% of the consecutive 5-year periods, any particular 5 years, start on any year and go 5 years since the stock market began, have made money. When you don't leave it alone 5 years, the probability goes up that you will lose some money. But there's no perfect formula. You don't know, but the historical indicators are that if you leave it alone at least 5 years, you're going to make some money.
Yeah. And Jim, I think you all zeroing in on this and understanding exactly how much you're saving each month. I wouldn't open up. You could park the money in your money market account if it's going to be 3 years or less. Over than that, you could definitely take a look at investing it.
Invest some of it. Yeah.
Invest some of it.
You can just use an index fund with no commissions on it. Do a no load fund. That's what I do when I'm parking money short term. Because here's the thing: the money that you have for the house is not going to be due to the growth of the investment. It's going to be due to what you put in there. You're not got it invested long enough for compound interest to really kick in and be magical. So
what would you recommend investing it in then?
I probably, given that this is a relatively large portion of your total net worth, and it's a big, hairy deal emotionally, I probably would put 50% of it into a money market and 50% of it into an index fund. And that way the money market's not going to make anything, but it's not going to lose anything, so you got that as kind of your stable piece of the equation.
Yeah.
The other one maybe is going to make a little, and you're not going to feel so bad about making nothing. But that index fund, it could go up, it could go down. But if there's 100,000, or let's say if there's 150,000 out of the 300,000 that you have saved when you get ready to buy a house in the index fund, if it were down 10%, that would be unbelievable statistically, historically. But if it were, that's only $15,000, and it doesn't keep you from getting your house. Which, by the way, if the stock market is down, stock market's down 10% over a 5-year period of time, your house is going to be on sale. The property you're looking at is going to be a good deal. So the other side of the market's going to pick you up. So but that way you're diversifying. You got some in no risk and some in a little risk, and even that, if it lost a little bit, is not going to keep you from hitting your goals. It's not going to say I lost all my money in the stock market. It's not going to happen. That's not going to come up. So, way to go, man.
Yeah.
Good goal.